It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, it's Bo Nix. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Condors and the Broncos, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
And off we go from Denver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now a handoff up the middle. Weston. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
When you look at this defense,
it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Boye Mafe
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
To throw is Nix.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Nix. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Leo Chanel buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Algier now up the middle.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Steps away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. to throw. Here's Nix.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And the big question on this final Sunday, Week 18, could he run up enough pass yards to set the single-season all-time record? It's held by Peyton Manning at 5.477. He's within shouting distance. So we'll see what happens and how much they let him throw the football here in this finale.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Condors offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards on the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Nix.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Nix to the air.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Now it's Nix.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing to start the drive. Elliott, Allen here on the screen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Underneath to Allen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Elliott. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Condors offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. And Graham on the grab. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And an Orlando first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Off the bootleg, here's Nix out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun is Nix. He finds his man complete. It's Fletcher. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last throw is going to do it. The passing yardage there is going to be enough to break Peyton. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Algier will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Broncos first down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Condors take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the counter, here's Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Elliott. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Orlando.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw. Nix. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Sliding out of the pocket.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Condors have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Elliott.
That's thrown underneath to Algier.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Elliott. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, Elliott.
Quick slant to Watson.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that 1st down run.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Back to the air with Nix.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Orlando,
they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it